Hello and welcome back to Unrest Digest. I hadn't quite finished my last video before I stopped recording, and I wanted to read the rest of the article and maybe search for another one whilst I talk, but I had to peel these potatoes so I'll try and keep the rustling down to a minimum. But yeah, I do have to peel these potatoes for dinner. Anyway, back to the excess deaths in Ireland. Finally, what, if anything, is the government going to do about this? This is going to really annoy people. This is SMR. This is SMR. Peeling potatoes. Are you sleeping? Are you relaxed and calm? I'm peeling potatoes. Anyway, sorry about that. It's just terrible. Terrible jokes. That remains. Finally, what, if anything, is the government going to do about this? And it remains to be unseen. Oh, it reminds me of that Ronald Reagan quote. The worst words to hear was, "Don't worry, we're here to help. We're from the government." It's just like, the government's not going to do anything, and sometimes we just wish they would. They're the ones who caused it in the first place. Yeah, and in this case, definitely, because they're on about the lockdowns. Answering questions about excess deaths in the dial of January 31st tires. What are all these extra weird words? Dr. Brader Smith, something. Central Statistics Office being expected to publish an update on the issue by the end of the month. Ireland's soaring death rate may or may not be a temporary phenomenon. But clearly we need to know a lot more about it before the country can rest in peace. Bloody hell! Oh, Jesus Christ! How can you get away with saying things? I mean, I know I'm peeling potatoes, but I'm an asshole. This is so unrightfully dependent. That is that's spicy. Do you have a Dublin story? Let's get in touch here. Let's see if there's any more on here. Oh no. Children aged 6 months to 4 years to be offered COVID vaccine from Monday. Please tell me this is in another country. Working during COVID was a scary time. I was a cleaner. I got COVID from cleaning. It wasn't scary for me. I suppose I'm kind of young, I'm not at risk. We haven't forgotten any of it. The fear was real. Are you sure? Let's just check this. COVID vaccines for years. This is the US. COVID vaccines offered to children. Why are they still offering this to children? Wow. There are some answers for all that. Up to now, the vaccines are only available to children 5 and over. And the national immunisation, I'm not reading all that again, that's just not much of a mouthful. But what country is this from? Immunocompromised or too young for vaccination. NIAC, isn't that the US? The HSC, is that the UK? I'm terrible at this. 68% pregnant and postpartum women with COVID infection admitted to ICU during pandemic. We're going to hide that so my partner doesn't see that. It doesn't say what country this is from. In some counties, including Mayo. This is still on the independent Dublin website. So that explains that, doesn't it? Shall we go back to another news article? We'll stay on this sort of topic, shall we? Although I am quite enjoying the independent Dublin. Turkey hit by earthquake conceals mass COVID-19. Well, let's read this one, shall we? Because I haven't heard much about the Turkey-Syria earthquake. On Thursday, the Turkish On Thursday, the Turkish Statistical Institute Turkstat released mortality statistics for 2020 and 2021. Turns out I can't peel potatoes and read the news at the same time, because I forgot to peel potatoes and my girlfriend's going to be very mad at me. Compared to the years before the pandemic, there were 72,000 excess deaths in 2020 when the pandemic started and 130,000 more in 2021. Thus, by the end of 2021, there have been around 200,000 COVID-related deaths. That's really not good. Is that around the world? Is that in the UK? Am I still on the Irish website? I have no idea. Lots of people wearing masks. However, Turkey. All right. Sorry. However, the Turkish Health Ministry claimed that the number of deaths from COVID-19 was 82,000. I think there's so many statistics. This bores people. I don't want to read this. I mean, I need some statistics, but I don't need all of them laid out because it's hard to try and keep put it on a graph or something. Or just say excess deaths is 17% or something. According to the calculations of Guglu, a member of the Pandemic Working Group of Turkish Medical Association, Turkstat, and tried to avoid public attention by releasing the reports. Says who? This is it true? Which had previously posted without justification. Amid the Turkey-Syria earthquake disaster, in his tweet on the issue, Yaman stated, in the midst of a disaster in which tens of thousands of people have died, the real numbers are again in doubt. They are releasing death statistics they haven't released for 3 years. But how many of those people died with COVID? Do you know what I mean? If you catch my drift. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many of us died in which disaster. Okay. The important thing is for them they find a time of chaos to release the numbers. Oh, to them. Okay, I thought you meant to us. Jesus. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's government and its political establishment have caused the deaths of over 43,000 people while failing to prepare for the expected earthquake, responding too late. This is what I mean. There was a conspiracy I heard that all of the ambassadors of many different countries left a day or so before the earthquake. And it was like, whoa, what a coincidence. And it's like, I've heard, it's not really, is it? Because I've heard a lot. I mean, don't quote me necessarily on this. But anyway, what was it? Don't quote me on this, but I have heard that the earthquake technology has advanced so much that we can now tell earthquakes even a day or so in advance, or a certain amount of time in advance. So if they didn't tell the people, that is quite concerning. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll be back with another one tomorrow or later on. Thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks very much.